Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be creating this plum smoky eye, perfect for fall. So first I'm going to be starting off with Smashbox Hydrating Primer, and I'm just applying that all over my face. Now I'm going in with my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I use the stick version. I really like it. I'm in the shade 177. And it's pretty good coverage. It's very lightweight on the skin, and it photographs really well. So I'm just buffing that out with a Morphe um, M439 brush, I think, but I'll leave everything down in the description box if I miss anything. So I'm just buffing that all over. And now I'm going in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use the shade Caramel, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes to conceal some dark circles that I have, and I'm putting it on my forehead to highlight, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin, just like the highlighted areas. And then I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I think the shade is Dark Cocoa, and I'm just putting that in the contours of my face, so the places that I want to hollow out. So that would be like my forehead and my cheekbones and underneath my chin area, that double chin. Just trying to get rid of that. And I'm just buffing that out with the same foundation brush that I used earlier. I'm just buffing that out as seamlessly as I can. And I switched up the brushes because that Morphe brush that I use for my foundation is just a bit too thick for um, my cheekbones. And I kind of want to keep it in one place instead of buffing it like all over my cheek. So I just went in with a smaller brush. That is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And now I'm just buffing out the highlighted areas with a Morphe G0 brush. Or, no. It's a Morphe G2 brush. And I bought this the other day, and Patrick Stars like swears by it. He says it's like a beauty blender on a stick, so I just had to buy it, and I pretty much agree with him. Yeah, it's really nice. Nothing really buffs out my concealer as well as a beauty blender, so I'm pretty surprised at this brush. And now I'm just going back in with that same foundation brush just to like blend everything together and make sure there are no harsh lines or anything like that. And now I'm just filling in my eyebrows. This part takes so long. It's like my least favorite part of makeup, but it's so important. So I'm using the Benefit Cabrow. It's like a pomade type thing, and I'm using an Anastasia eyebrow brush. I think it's the number 23. And I just fill in the whole bottom first. Like I draw one straight line across the bottom, and then I fill in the gaps of hair. I don't do like harsh strokes. I just do quick, light, easy strokes, and to fill in my eyebrows. And I just keep on filling them in where I think needs to be done, and keeping it lighter towards the center of the brow, like the beginning of the brow. I keep it more light so that I don't get that like block looking eyebrow. um, and I just like keep on spooling it out, like brushing it out with the other side of the brush so that it looks the most natural. Now I'm going in with my MAC concealer pod. This is in the shade NC35, and I have some I need to get an eyebrow wax actually, but I just use this to like clean up the bottom of the brow so that it looks like I have that freshly waxed eyebrow like all the time. And then I use NC45 concealer on top of my eyebrow so that it blends in better with my skin tone up top. And yeah, I'm just gonna buff that out and make sure all that concealer is blended nicely. And then I'm going to be moving on to setting my face. I like to do this after my eyebrows because I want the foundation and the concealer to dry a bit so that it doesn't look as cakey in the end. Now I'm going in with Ben Nye Banana Powder and a wet Beauty Blender sponge. Um, I'm just going to quickly set underneath my eyes because they tend to crease a lot no matter if I wear um, like a creaseless concealer or not, it will always crease for me. So I always set underneath my eyes and then on top of my eyelid as well so that my eyeshadows will blend easily and I won't get any creasing on top of my eyes as well. So I'm just setting that in place and kind of blending it into my skin. And then afterwards, I'm going to put a little bit more powder so that if I get any fallout from my eyeshadow, I can just dust it away. I'm also setting just the highlighted areas. So like where I highlighted with the concealer, just my forehead, my chin, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, around that area. As well as I'm going to be putting some of the powder underneath my contour so that it pops a bit more. Now I'm going in with my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the shade Dark. And I'm just going to be setting my face so that I don't look too ashy from the Ben Nye banana powder. And just to bring a bit more warmth back into my skin. And now I'm going in with another MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in the shade Dark Deepest. And I just use this to bronze and contour my face. Just set those areas that I use the dark concealer with. Just to add a bit more of a contour. Then I'm going to use MAC Saddle Eyeshadow. And I'm just using a fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to contour my nose with this. I do it lightly. I don't do like a harsh contour or anything like cream and then powder because I just think it just doesn't look right on me. Or maybe I just don't know how to do it properly. And then I'm going in with Anastasia contour kit and I'm going to use this shade Banana just to highlight underneath my eyes and those highlighted areas a little bit more because I like it to be like super bright. And finally onto the eyes. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And the first shade I'm going to go in with is Raw Sienna. And I'm just using that on a big fluffy brush, just like the one I used to contour my nose. I'm just going to like kind of just put that all over as my transition color. And then the second color that I used was Burnt Orange. And I'm putting that on a kind of more tapered brush into my crease. And I'm just fluffing that out all in there. Then I'm going to be using the shade Warm Taupe, and on the same kind of tapered brush, it's a bit more dense though. I'm putting that directly into my crease, and I'm not blending it up as fluffy as the other two colors. I'm just keeping that concentrated in the crease area. Then I'm going to be using the shade Cypress Umber, and I'm putting that directly onto that warm taupe color just to deepen it a bit. Now I'm mixing the two colors Red Ochre and Venetian Red, and I'm placing that all over my lid. I know it looks crazy right now and like ugly, but it's gonna blend out, don't worry. So yeah, I'm just placing that all over the lid and packing that on with a short shader brush. I think this one is from Sigma. And then I'm just going in with another MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. This one is a bronzer. It's in the shade Sun Power, and it's a really nice burnt orange kind of color. And I'm just placing that all over the lid, and then I'm using another fluffy brush and putting that NYX orange blush all over. And I am putting on some eyeliner, and I put on some lashes as well. I did that off camera because I was just getting out of focus all the time and I couldn't do it, stay in the frame. So I just did that off camera, and now I'm just putting some of those shadows underneath my lower lash line. The same ones, Warm Taupe and Venetian Red and Red Ochre, just to smoke out my lower lash line. And then I put on some black eyeliner inside my waterline, and I put some mascara on my lower lashes and on my falsies as well. And then I'm gonna go in with Primavera. It's a nice golden shimmery shade off the palette, and I'm putting that in my inner corner. Bro, I'm like out of breath. This was a lot. I just put that in my inner corner to put a little highlight. And that's the only highlight I'm really going to be putting on my face because I wanted to keep it more of a matte look. But I'm just putting on Sleek's Sahara blush really quickly. And now on to the lips. So I'm using MAC's Night Moth lip pencil. And I'm just outlining my lips with that, filling them in on the corners a bit. And then I'm going to be using MAC's Sin lipstick. It's a matte lipstick. It's a beautiful like cranberry shade, and it really reminded me of um, like it really matched with the eyeshadows on the lid. So I really wanted to put that on. And if you guys don't want to do like a bold eye and a bold lip as well, you can definitely just try like a nice nudie pink color as well. That would be really nice. And I just set my eyebrows with Anastasia's brow gel and sprayed some MAC Fix Plus. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos.